Farhan, Ayan, and Sarah, please switch on your video visual. So let's do some numerical based distance time graph. Okay, so let me check if it's there in the question. Okay, I got one question, and you have to answer me that. Okay, please answer me this question, everyone. Any answer, Ayan, Sarah, and Farhan? What happened? Nobody has switched on the video. What happened, Micho? Tell me the reason. Sarah, Ayan, okay, Farhan did. Ayan and Sarah, what's the reason which you?
Sir, is it option A?
Okay, please let me know the answer in the chat, Ayan, Farhan. Sarah and Ayan. Sarah and Ayan, are you there in the class? Sarah, why are you not responding? Ayan, Ayan, are you there in the class or not? No. Check it. Okay. So yeah, you should have joined with some other device. Sarah, what's your reason for not switching on the video? Okay, everyone, please look at the screen. So question is saying that a student draws a distance time graph for a moving scooter, finds that a section of the graph is horizontal line parallel to the x-axis. Which of the following is correct? So it means that graph is drawn by the student, and one of the section is basically parallel to the time axis. So basically, time axis is denoted on the x-axis of the graph, right? This is time axis. Okay, and this is distance axis. As you can see, this graph is parallel to the x-axis, and I've told you if the graph is parallel, means that the speed is zero. The object is in rest. So let's find out the scooter has uniform speed in this section. No, the distance traveled by the scooter is maximum in this section. So obviously, if the scooter is in rest, so there is no chance that the distance would be maximum. Next is the distance traveled by the scooter is minimum in this section. Obviously not. The distance traveled by the scooter is zero in this section. So this is D option. Clear to everyone? Ayan, Sarah, Farhan. Okay, so now let's move to the velocity time graph. Okay. So velocity time graph or sometimes speed time graph, depending on the question. Okay. So this is the speed time graph. Clear, everyone? So basically, x-axis is axis time or x-axis. We have to denote it with time on the x-axis. the y-axis we have velocity or speed. Okay. And speed. Okay. So for that, so they got velocity and speed. So basically, there are two significance of this graph. First is slope. Second is area. So first of all, let's find out the slope. So as you know, everyone, so y-axis slope is y-axis to x-axis, ratio of y-axis to x-axis. Okay. So basically, if what is y-axis, that is velocity. X-axis is time. Everyone, please let me know what is the value, what is the ratio, what is it signifying right now? Slope velocity by time is what? Hello? What is velocity by time? Sarah, Ayan, and Farhan, what is velocity by time? Answer me in the chat, everyone. If not, I will, oh, please let me know once. जल्दी से पहले आंसर बताओ. Any answer? What is velocity by time, बच्चों? Nobody knows what is velocity by time. Seriously, nobody knows what is velocity by time.
Sir, acceleration.
Acceleration. Sarah, do you know what is velocity by time? Okay, Afran, you were right. Acceleration. So the slope of the graph will give you acceleration. Acceleration. Okay. Now it's time for the area. So area is basically, as you can see this thing, suppose that this this graph is making a kind of rectangle, it basically making a kind of shape. Okay. So area is, it depends on the type of shape that is making. So area is velocity into time. So velocity into time is nothing but either distance or displacement depending on the equation. Clear? Farhan, clear question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in this, so let's find out the types of basically the graphs that is there in this topic. Okay. So first is zero axis. How does it look like? So zero acceleration is basically this is graph. Okay. This is velocity. This is time. Okay. And as you know, zero acceleration means there is no change in the velocity with respect to time. It means that it would be a straight line. Clear? So in this case, as you know this thing, the slope is parallel to the x-axis. So slope would be zero. Clear? Or slope is basically acceleration. Is equals to zero. Clear? Is this clear to all of you? Please let me know once. Farhan and Sarah, clear?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Okay. So this is zero acceleration. Okay, now it's time for the constant acceleration. This is a uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration. So it means that body has some acceleration, but it is uniform. So it is with respect to time. This is velocity. Okay. So it is uniform. So line would be straight. Okay. So as you know this thing, as you can see this thing, that the starting point is the origin of the graph. So the body's initial velocity is zero in this case. Suppose that the body initial velocity is not zero. So in that case, how you will write it? It will look like this. Okay. So as you can see this thing, Bacha, that in this case, the body velocity is not zero. It has some velocity. Initial velocity, there was some initial velocity. So it will not be starting from the origin. So that would be u is not equals to zero because it's not starting from the origin. Am I clear to everyone? Please let me know. Sarah and Farhan, is this clear? Please let me know at least. Farhan, are you there in the class?
Yes, sir.
Why are you not responding?
Yes, sir.
Is this clear or not?
Yes, sir. It's clear, sir.
Sure. Okay. Now let's talk about the third case. Non-uniform acceleration. So how does it look like? So it look like this. Time, velocity, velocity again. So it will be like this. It will be a curved line. Okay, it will be like this. Clear, everyone? So it will be like this. So this is a non-uniform acceleration graph. Please let me know once if it's clear to you or not. Achha, one more thing, this is positive. As you can see, this thing, the slope is positive. So this is positive acceleration. Okay. So I'm not writing it here. So I'm just writing it positive acceleration. So here in this case, just let me shift it a little bit in the downward side. So यहाँ पे एक केस और बनाते हैं यहाँ पे. That is the graph is going in the downwards direction. So basically, so graph is in going in the downward direction. This is a you can say negative uniformly accelerated motion. Okay, so body has some velocity, so it's decreasing. So this is negative acceleration. Clear, everyone? This is velocity. Please let me know, everyone, if it's clear to you or not.
Yes, sir.
Check. Okay. So this is the negative acceleration. Okay. So these are the graphs that is associated in the uniform and non-uniform acceleration. Okay. Now it's time to do some numericals. Let's do the numerical. How to solve these kinds of questions. Okay. So I have one basic question from this topic. So here is this question. Let's do it together. Okay. So this is the question for the sample problem. Okay. So question is saying study the speed time graph. So as I've told you that sometimes in the question it will be written as speed time graph or sometimes it is written as velocity time graph. Okay. So speed time graph is given. We have to answer the following questions. First of all, we have to find out, okay, in each step. Okay. So question is saying what type of motion is represented by OA, then AB, then BC. Find out the acceleration, retardation, and the distance traveled from A to B. Okay. Chalo, okay. Now let's do one thing, everyone. So there you go. Let's analyze this graph first. Till point OA, the graph is in the upward direction. There is a line is in the going in the upward direction. Clear? Yes or no? Farhan, are you there in the class or not? It seems like this is a class just nobody is responding and everybody is just logging in and logging out. Farhan, if you are in
Yes,
there
sir.
in the class, if you are
Yes,
in
sir.
the class, so I'm saying if you are in the class, so please at least respond to me. Don't
Yes, sir.
look here and there or don't get distracted by something else. If you are sitting for the class, just wait, just be there in the class, completely concentrated for our now.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Yes,
That's
sir.
why I continuously ask to switch on the video so that I can see your faces. That if you are like, I can like at least tell you that if you are looking at somewhere else, so please look at the screen. If you are not looking at the screen, so nothing will be, everything will be just waste of time. Okay? So please look at the
Yes,
screen.
sir.
If you are sure. So
Uh,
how? Okay, let's analyze this thing. Okay, so question is saying the object has got, the graph is going in the upward direction. It means that this is a positive accelerated motion speed time graph in the upward direction. Positive acceleration starting from zero. It's starting from the origin now. So it means that this is positive acceleration having initial velocity zero, right? After that, till point A, after point A to B, the body is the graph is parallel to the time axis. It means that the acceleration is zero. Like I've told you that parallel to x-axis, the acceleration is going to be zero. Clear? And after B to C, and from point B to C, the graph is in the downward direction. It means that this is a negative acceleration, right? So three parts are given in this graph: positive acceleration, zero acceleration, and negative acceleration. We have to find out the answers, right? Now let's find out the point A. OA, what type of motion is represented by OA? So it is a uniformly accelerated motion. This is a uniformly accelerated motion, na? Yes or no, Sarah and Farhan?
yes, sir.
Okay. So this is a uniformly accelerated motion. OAE is uniform acceleration. If uniformly accelerated. And it is a positive motion. So the graph is going in the upward direction. So I'm specifically writing positive. Okay, to avoid the confusion. For the point B, AB. So AB is parallel to the time axis. So it means that there is no acceleration. So the acceleration of this phase is zero. So it is AB part is zero acceleration. Clear, Sarah and Farhan?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sarah, do you have any internet issue here?
Yes, sir. That's why I keep leaving and joining the meeting again.
What? So, okay. Are you in India or in Dubai?
I'm in India.
Okay. So that's why you're having some internet issue.
Yes, sir.
Try to find a stable connection there because that will cost you a lot. Because if you are not able to understand the concepts in the class, so you are going to miss something very important in the next class because of the previous concepts. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Is this clear? So point B, from point B to C, it is also uniformly accelerated motion. It's a straight line, but is in the downward direction. So that would be negative. Okay. So it is BC. Clear? So this is, so if the first three parts are clear, now we have to find out the acceleration of the fourth part. So acceleration can be find out, देखो, as you can see this thing, acceleration, the question is saying acceleration. So it means that by default, that would be a positive acceleration, because in the next part, the question is asking retardation. It means that we don't have to calculate this one in this part, we just have to calculate the OA. So acceleration is equals to slope. So slope is nothing but y-axis to x-axis is equals to, y-axis is what? Sorry, y-axis is slope is this ना? Basically, हाँ, इसको मैं directly लिख देता हूँ. देखो, because specifically nothing is mentioned here. So देखो, so y-axis is, देखो, this is the last point of this graph. Yes or no, everyone? 6 meter per second. Yes or no? So initial y-axis is basically हमें क्या करना है? Final. Final की जगह से डायरेक्ट v minus u divided by t2 minus t1. देखो, why I have done that? देखो, this is the initial final velocity and this is the initial velocity. I have to calculate the acceleration. So basically, acceleration will be calculated from initial, and because there are two velocities given, so we have to subtract them. 6 minus 0 divided by. So as you can see, this thing, this is this interval is basic. This graph is nothing but a interval of time. So here, this is 4 minus 0. So time from where the final time and the initial time is 0, like this. Okay. So 6 by 4 is equal meter per second square. So this is coming out to be 3 by 2 meter per second square. Please let me know, is this clear to you or not, Sarah and Farhan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sarah, clear?
Yes, sir.
For the E point, for the E part, that is retardation. The retardation is nothing but it's the negative acceleration. Slope, again, y-axis to x-axis. So y-axis and x-axis. Okay. So at point B, the speed was 6, right? And at point C, the speed is 0. So this is the final velocity, yes or no, everyone? Acceleration is what? Change in velocity. So final velocity is 0. That is v minus initial velocity was 6 divided by time taken is 16 and this is 10. So this is time in given in 16. So 16 minus 10, because this is the time interval, right? So 16, because time cannot be negative. So 16 minus 10. So it is coming out to be minus 6 by 6 is equals to minus 1 meter per second. What is the meaning of the negative sign, everyone? Please let me know. Sarah and Farhan, what is the meaning of negative sign? What does it signify?
Yes, sir.
What is the meaning of this negative sign?
Sir, retardation.
Retardation. Yeah, it means that the speed is decreasing. The acceleration is negative, right? It is basically stopping the car or bike. Okay. For the F part, we have to calculate the distance traveled between A to B. So देखो, A to B, we have to calculate the distance. Everyone, you can see this thing. If I draw this line, देखो, if I draw this line like this, Okay. So everyone, you can see this thing. This ABCD is basically nothing but it's making a rectangle. Oh, sorry, square. देखो, all the sides are equal. How you will find out? देखो, this length of AD, A to D, this is 6. 6 minus 0 would be 6 because it is the length of the side. And here, if you find out the value of DE, that is 10 minus 4. Clear, everyone? Sara and Farhan.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Right? So, F is basically, we have to calculate the distance. Traveled, distance traveled from A to B is area of square ABCD. ABCD and ABDE. ABED. देखो, I've told you that area basically gives you the distance. The significance of the graph is area gives you the distance or displacement depending on the question. So in this graph, the speed is given, so it would be distance. Clear? So as you can see this thing, this line is basically ABED is nothing but it's a square, right? So it means that the whatever the area covered in this region, that will be the distance of the AB. Okay, clear? So area is A square of this square. That is, what is the AD or AD square? AD square ले लेते हैं. AD square. So how you find out the value of AD? AD is equals to 6 minus 0. That is coming out to be 6 meter per second. ठीक है? 6 unit ले लेते हैं. 6 meter. So AD is 6 square. So it is coming out to be 36 meter. Please let me know everyone if it's clear to you or not. Everyone, please tell me if it's clear to you or not. Tara and Farhan, please let me know if it's clear to you or not.
It's clear, sir.
Okay. That's how you solve these kinds of questions. Okay. So I'm giving you one question. So please try that question and let me know. I'm pasting the graph as well. Do this question and let me know the answer. Correct option. Got it. Just here's the question. Please let me know the answer. Any answer from Sarah and Farhan? Sarah, Farhan, any answer?
Sir, from Q to R.
Q to R. It means that QR. Okay. Anyone? Sorry, Sarah, what's the answer?
QR.
देखो, question is asking about the deacceleration, not the acceleration. In the speed time graph, what is the deacceleration present in this graph? So देखो, P to Q, the line is parallel to the x-axis, so it means that there is no acceleration or deacceleration. It means that zero acceleration. After Q, the graph has gone in the upward direction. So in the upward direction, it is positive acceleration. So positive acceleration cannot be called as deacceleration. So R to S is a point in which the graph is declining. So RS is the correct option. Where is your focus, Bacho? I've told you about the same, but Clear, everyone? At least say yes or no. Sarah and Farhan, is this clear to you or not?
Yes, sir. It's clear, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Today's class was so disappointing. Your response to the class, it was just so cheeky. Just just a second, let me check the question if it's there. Okay, so Abhi, okay, so let's for this class, let's take it right there. So in the next class, we will do some numericals and the uniform acceleration. So that would be the last class for this topic, or you can say the chapter would be ended. Okay, so the thing is that you have to revise, everyone. The thing that I've seen in all of you is basically that you are not revising it at very you can say consistently. So you have to revise this topic because if you do not revise this chapter, will be nothing but you can say you will not be able to understand the further concepts in the next topic or in the next chapter, because this chapter is related to the next topic, that is force and laws. So you have to go and revise again and again. If you are not you can say if you are finding any difficulty, you can check out the recording, and if you are not able to understand that thing, you can ask me in the class. So there are so many options, but it's nobody is doing that kind of things since the start of this batch. So it seems like you have to do the revision and you have to practice a lot for the, you can say, improvement, everyone. I've not seen that much progress in all of you because that you are not revising it very consistently, because you are not revising the thing consistently. In the other batch, students are progressing because they are constantly revising and giving me answers and constantly interacts with me in the class. But in this batch, there is a less spark that basically disappoints me a little bit. So you have to change yourself a little bit. Once you are sitting in the class, be prepared for the 1 hour and just be focused on the screen. No need to look here and there for the anything. Right? Sarah, Farhan, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay? So I hope you got my point, what I'm trying to say, because you can go and check out the videos of my other batch as well. You can check out how much they interact with me and how much they answer to the question, even if it's wrong. But at least they answer. And in this case, a little bit disappointing is if I continuously ask, so what is the answer? What is the answer? So after 3 or 4 times, then you